Overclocking, in simple terms, means pushing your GPU to run a bit faster than the factory settings. It helps your games feel smoother, your renders complete faster, and your overall graphics performance feel more responsive. But it used to sound risky, but it's not. Not if you do it right. And today we're showing you how to safely overclock your GPU. You'll see what settings matter, what to avoid, and how to test everything the smart way. Let's get started. Before anything else, make sure your system has good airflow. That means clean fans, dust-free vents, and proper case ventilation. Overclocking adds more heat, and if your system can't handle that, no software trick will save you from throttling or random crashes. And if you're using a laptop, be extra cautious. The cooling on laptops is tighter, so you'll want smaller jumps on clock speeds later. Next, let's grab the right tools. You'll need two software. One is MSI Afterburner, another is MSI Combustor. Both are free and essential for what we're about to do. Afterburner is the main tool we'll use to tweak the GPU, the core clock, memory clock and more. Combustor is what we'll use right after that to stress test those changes, making sure everything runs steady without overheating or crashing. Once you've installed both tools, go ahead and open MSI Afterburner. You'll notice a small blue K icon near the top. That's Combustor's shortcut. Click on it, and a new window should appear. This is the space where we'll push your GPU to its limits in real time. Combustor lets us see how stable our overclock really is before you ever open a game. And here's something you must remember. Never jump straight to max values. Don't just slide everything to the right and hit apply. That's how systems crash. Or worse, GPUs get damaged. What we're doing today is finding the highest safe boost your GPU can handle, step by step. So patience here pays off. Now before we start testing, make sure the resolution in Combustor matches the one you use in your games. That gives us results closer to what you'll actually experience. Also, set it to full screen and start the stress test. Leave it running in the background while we get the settings ready inside Afterburner. Back in Afterburner, click on the small gear icon to open Settings. In the General tab, check that your main GPU is selected. It's an important step, especially if you're on a laptop or a system with both integrated and dedicated graphics. You want to be sure you're tuning the right one. Now take both the power limit and temperature limit sliders and drag them all the way to the maximum. And don't worry, this doesn't mean your GPU will always pull more power or run hotter. You're just allowing it to use more headroom when it needs it. Once both sliders are set, click the green check mark to apply. Next, let's manage the cooling. Autofan mode doesn't always respond fast enough, especially when you're testing. So we'll take manual control. Set the fan speed somewhere between 70 and 100%, depending on how much fan noise you can handle. Higher speeds will keep the GPU cooler, but they'll also be louder. This will help maintain a safe temperature range, ideally between 65 and 85 degrees Celsius. Even under full load, that's the comfort zone you want your GPU to live in. Now comes the fun part, increasing the core clock. This is where you'll notice the biggest performance difference, but we'll go about it carefully. Start small. Add 20 MHz to the core clock slider, then apply. Keep an eye on Combustor in the background. If everything looks smooth and stable, no crashes or flickers, you're good to move on. Add another 20 MHz, apply again, and watch. You'll repeat this process, increasing slowly and testing after every change. Eventually, you'll notice something. Either Combustor crashes, the screen freezes, or you see weird patterns or flickers. That's your upper limit. Let's say you hit issues at plus 180 MHz. That means your stable range is about 20 to 40 MHz below that. So locking it around plus 140 or 160 MHz keeps things solid. Always remember, stability matters more than numbers. If it looks good but doesn't feel stable in real-world use, it's not worth it. Once you've dialed in a stable core clock, we'll move to the memory clock. This one doesn't impact FPS as much as the core clock, but it can help with texture-heavy games or higher resolutions. The method is the same. Start small, around plus 20 or 50 megahertz increments. Apply, then test again in Combustor. The moment you see artifacts or instability, back it off by about 20 to 50 megahertz. Find that sweet spot where everything runs clean and consistent. That's your safe memory overclock. Now this next part is important. Do not touch core voltage, leave it alone. It's tempting, but raising voltage adds unnecessary risk. It can reduce your GPU's lifespan, void your warranty, and barely improves FPS. You'll already get nearly all the performance gains you want without touching voltage. Overclocking smartly is about balance, not pushing limits blindly. And a quick note, every GPU behaves differently. Even two identical models can vary a lot in how far they can be pushed. So if your GPU maxes out lower than someone else's, that's completely normal. It's all about your specific silicon, your cooling setup, and even your system airflow. If you're using a laptop, be more conservative since heat has less room to escape. Once you've finalized both your core and memory clocks, keep Combustor running for about 10 to 15 minutes. This extended test helps confirm long-term stability. You don't want a setup that only runs fine for 2 minutes and then fails during a real gaming session. Watch your temperatures, and if they stay in that 65 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees Celsius range, you're golden. If you notice any stutters, flickers, or your system crashes later while gaming, don't worry. Just go back into Afterburner and lower your clock slightly. Sometimes even a 10 megahertz difference can fix everything. And that's it. You've just safely overclocked your GPU. You didn't need expensive software, you didn't need risky voltage tweaks, and you didn't need to guess. You now have a GPU running with better performance, tuned exactly to your system's comfort zone. So if you made it this far, that means you've learned how to overclock like a pro while keeping your hardware safe. And now you can jump into your favorite games or creative work and feel the difference. We'll wrap it here. If you have questions or run into issues, drop them in the comments and we'll help you out. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.